one of the most influential rappers in Toronto, but growing up in jungle, he encountered several ups and downs throughout his life. From losing his brother to gun violence, to going on the run for nearly a year, his story is one for the books. So without further ado, let's dive into the trials and tribulations of Top 5 and discover how he became Toronto's most hated rapper alive.
U.S. authorities don't identify the shooter or the driver, but they say Canadian investigators were able to use more surveillance video to track that car and identify a third man in the back seat. They say that was Hassan Ali.
Authorities allege the motive was revenge for the 2017 killing of Ali's brother, Syed Ali, known as Foolish, adding Ali subsequently discussed killing people in retaliation for his brother's death on public social media posts, including one less than 3 days before the murder.
We can't mix what's wanted, like I'm just being honest. Spin your block with Larry, someone's getting buried. The way we do these hits, we so lit.
This gonna wake y'all niggas up. Top 5, top demon in Toronto, nigga. Top demon, nigga. Just flush the nigga chain.
I was feeling lazy.
That's TJ right there too. They grabbed that old little TJ when he came to Toronto. Like, nigga, you gotta check in. They're like, the nigga TJ the most got their ass smoked out there. I remember that shit. Look, that's TJ now.
We so lit. Your block is scary, cause I'm on the daily. TJ's got you fucked. I was feeling lazy.
24-year-old Hassan Ali, better known by his stage name Top 5, is a Toronto drill artist reigning from Lawrence Heights, aka Jungle. It's the same jungle that Drake referenced in his 2015 song, dedicated to a girl he was seeing in the neighborhood.
Trust me, girl, this shit is everything to me. She from the jungle. She from the jungle.
And it's the same jungle that was once home to Olympic gold medalist Donovan Bailey. However, it is also the same jungle that was once the scene of 7 separate shooting incidents that occurred over a 2-week period. You see, crime and gang activity aren't uncommon in this blighted neighborhood. In fact, this level of criminality was occurring since 2006, the same year Toronto police would establish the controversial Tavis unit in an effort to deter the crime, which locals say only made it worse. It wouldn't be until 2015, nearly a decade later, when city leaders and the police chief would make real efforts in revitalizing the troubled neighborhood, but for some residents, the damage was already done. Originally from Somalia, Top 5's parents immigrated to Jungle, specifically Varna Drive, before the infamous 12-year-long Somali rebellion could begin. By the year 2000, his mother would have given birth to 10 children, 4 of them being boys. The oldest was Yusuf, aka Rhino. Next up was Saeed, aka Foolish. Then came Ahmed. Then the youngest of the bunch, Top 5, was born. During their formative years, the 4 brothers took a keen interest in basketball. The oldest brother, Yusuf, played at the collegiate level with Seneca College, where he led the team to a national championship, then ended his career at Ryerson University. Saeed was a hooper as well, but he didn't play with as much intensity and was more of a class clown, hence the nickname Foolish. Top 5 was also a decent baller. Despite standing at 5 feet 5 inches, his ball skills are what earned him the moniker Top 5, because he was top 5 within his age group.
Who's that oh, he getting saucy on me. Chill,
When it came to pure skill, however, Ahmed was a different story. For those who were keeping up with Toronto's high school basketball scene during 2015, some may recognize him as the kid that dropped 103 points in a single game.
Damn.
Hoop dreams are coming true in Toronto after a high school basketball player hit rare air. Point guard Ahmed Ali led his team to victory this week, becoming just the second Canadian player ever to score more than 100 points in a game. How did you do this? You had 30 points after the first quarter, 48 at the half.
Damn.
How did all of this happen?
Just like when I went to the change room, the coach was telling me, he was telling the whole team to like get me going, like feed a hot hand, and then from there I seen the team give me the ball. I made like 4 threes in a row. When I came on halftime, I had 12 points coming out of in the third quarter, like straight. I just knew it was gonna be a special night, and we're talking about Denham Brown numbers. Me and the coach, he called timeout. He's like, you can go for Denham Brown numbers.
What are his numbers?
His 111.
111.
Yeah, I was thinking about Kobe 81, but then, man, that was a night I can't forget.
He became the second Canadian high school basketball player to score more than 100 points in a game, with Denham Brown putting up 111 back in 2002. According to North Pole Hoops, Ahmed, who they ranked as one of the top 50 Canadian high schoolers in 2015, hit an absurd 23 threes, 5 of which were from half court. On top of that, he did it all shooting 50 to 60% from the field. The historic feat made news across the continent, and it even inspired Drake to wear his jersey on stage during his Summer 16 tour. Most are probably assuming this is how Drake and Top 5 got linked up, but prior to the historic game, Top 5 had already caught the eye of the global superstar in a rather unique way.
Top 5.
It all started in 2013 at the end of the first annual OVO Bounce tournament when former NBA player Brandon Jennings took his shirt off. Top 5 was in the crowd and went to take a pic with Jennings, but he decided to take his shirt off as well, resulting in this iconic photo op that would go viral. In an interview with former Vice News reporter Slava Patsuk, Top 5 was quoted saying, "We posted that pic, and since that day, it's been hashtag shirt off shoddy." The shirt off shoddy era was an iconic moment in Toronto's history, as over the course of the next 2 years, Top 5 would continue the shirtless trend with other celebs, including Drake, who he managed to build a rapport with pretty quickly.
You take a shirt off anymore. Swan, man. Swan, man.
Oh, them ones killer.
Just by taking his shirt off and photobombing celebrities, Top 5 managed to gain a couple thousand followers on Instagram, and by the summer of 2014, he would begin to capitalize on his newfound fame.
I said, shirt off, shawty. I said, shirt off, shawty.
August 12th, 2014, Top 5 released his debut single, Shirt Off Shoddy. The now deleted video rose to roughly 2,000 views in the first few days until it burned out to only a few daily visits. With it being Top 5's debut and how small Toronto's underground rap scene was at the time, these numbers shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, but 4 months later, on December 12th, Drake would post one picture to his Instagram account, ultimately changing the trajectory of the video's success overnight. This low-quality flick, captioned back in the 6, Word to Top 5, shows Drake watching Top 5's debut song. The picture hit 50,000 likes in less than 24 hours, while the music video's view count broke 40,000 the next day. Now, what I think makes Top 5 stand out from the rest of Toronto's rap scene is his business mindset. I'm sure we all can think of a couple artists who had their little one-hit wonder and fell off the face of the planet the next day. And I'm sure we can also think of a couple people who got put on by the biggest artists in the world, such as Drake, and still dropped the ball. Well, Top 5 was in a unique situation. At just 16 years old, he had both a viral song and the attention of the biggest artist in the world. Being a kid raised in jungle, with little to no experience in the music industry, I'm sure most thought Top 5 was just another kid getting his 15 minutes of fame, but little did they know, he had a blueprint ready.
Next video.
Keep motivated.
I'm Top 5. Shirt off. The Hall of Fame.
April 22nd, 2015. Just 4 months after Drake's shout-out, Top 5 would drop out of high school and dive into the music industry at full force. With Wasp Gang rapper Robin Banks, who was the frontrunner for Toronto's underground rap scene at the time, Top 5 released his first hit song. Sitting at more than 2 million views, Hall of Fame set a standard for the scene that year, as following its release, several artists from around the city would follow up with bangers of their own, seeing similar success.
81 shots on your block, no Kobe. Switch it up with the left, like to know real nigga like water, you can't hold me.
I say I love my religion, truly religion. Girl in the kitchen, baby mama, bitch.
Pull up in that black Challenger, G or me, tour around Canada.
2015 was undoubtedly a huge stepping stone for Toronto's underground rap scene, with videographers M Works and Ham Productions playing a vital role in the success as well. For Top 5, however, he continued to separate himself from the rest. Alongside Robin Banks, they went international, taking their talents to the UK and performing at several sold-out events. Going into 2016, I think we all can agree the flame in Toronto kept burning, and if anything, it got stronger.
Yo, what ya? Bring that shit back. My shirt off, I'll hit the block. My shirt off, I'll hit the block. My shirt off, I'll hit the block.
Arguably Toronto's best year, not just musically, but as a whole, 2016 kicked off with a bang. On January 19th, Top 5 would release his hit song, Shirt Off on Any Block. The track was so hard, even Toronto police couldn't help but play it. 3 months later, Drake released his highly anticipated album, Views, with songs like One Dance, Controlla, and Hotline Bling. The Grammy-nominated album delivered countless summer classics, including this gem of a bar. For an album that sold more than 1 million units in its first week, the cosign was huge, but in usual Top 5 fashion, he capitalized on the moment and went on interviews with major networks like Noisy and MTV, where he allowed fans to get a more personal look at his life.
I'm not a Toronto-based artist, I'm a jungle-based artist. Come from the jungle, we have nothing, so we turn nothing to something. Toronto, a lot of guys have the same sound. Jungle, we have our own sound. No one in the game sounds like Top 5. Keep it real right now. This is Burn the Drive right now. Talk about it every day. We had Drake here live in the summer. Since meeting Drake, I've been getting a lot of girls to take the shit off of me. Started rapping, I didn't know I was gonna blow up. A couple more songs, I'll have a house in Bridle Path. That's my goal. Have a house in Bridle Path, get my mom out the hood. And get my family out the hood.
At this point, things were only going up for Top 5. He was breaking barriers most of the scene were afraid to get close to. But as we all know, when it comes to the Tales of Toronto series, things tend to get out of hand real fast.
Somewhere, dog. Stay outside, man. Stay outside right now. Get the fuck outside. Get your ass booming on. Get the fuck out, boy. Who's you pointing at? I'll boom on you right now. This is Top 5. I don't go fucking the fuck you talking to. I like you, Drake ass.
Top 5.
Street, you bum ass. Wear flip flops, looking mother. Stuff you right now. Yo, go get the burger, bro.
You heard him?
I ain't gonna lie.
That nigga say, yo, you know who you talking to right now?
Nah, he's still on business.
He said, you know who you talking to?
I done knocked him out right there.
Right there. As soon as he said that, we would have killed him.
Get the burger, bro. What? Boom! Right there.
Niggas would have spanked him right there. Nah, that was
And then he spat off.
He said, all right.
He said, what?
He got the slippers on. He got the chocolatas on. He wildin'.
Those socks.
I like you, Drake ass. Off the street, you bum ass. Wear flip flops, looking mother. Stuff you right now. Yo, go get the burger, bro.
They thought he was 20.
Sometime around the start of summer 2017, a video would be posted to Instagram showing 2 men harassing Top 5 at a Subway. Although 5 can be heard saying his famous quote,
Yo, go get the burger, bro.
Nobody was hurt. However, Top 5's troubles that year were just beginning.
A man in his 20s was shot to death last night near Dufferin and Lawrence. For more, let's go live down to CB24's Christina Tenalia. Christina, what's the latest here?
Well, the latest is we've learned the identity of the victim from police, Nick. He has been identified as 22-year-old Syed Ali of Toronto. His body over here this morning, sadly, right here on Via Bagnato and Lawrence Avenue West. This whole area littered with shell casings, including this blue car right across the street here. So there may have been a chase. There may have been some kind of altercation between the victim and his attacker or attackers. Police cannot confirm yet. They do say, though, they believe that Mr. Ali and his attacker or attackers exchanged some words. Now, it is early in the investigation.
Late on July 30th of that same year, Top 5's brother Foolish would go out to get some drinks and snacks at a plaza in the Jungle neighborhood with a couple friends. Towards midnight, they would all go their separate ways, with Foolish making his way across a Shoppers Drug Mart parking lot. As he was walking, a gunman in a car pulled up beside him and unloaded a flurry of shots in his direction. Foolish was struck once in the thigh, puncturing an artery. He remained on the ground, bleeding out for an extended period of time until a passerby noticed him. He called the paramedics, but by the time they arrived, he had already succumbed to his injuries. His murder is unsolved to this day. Foolish was a loved member of the Jungle community, and although he didn't engage in any sort of gang activity, he often associated with a violent gang in the area known as the Jungle Bloods, which may have played a part in his untimely demise. Top 5 can also be tied to the crew, as the majority of his videos often featured a sea of them, but after the death of his brother and as his brand began to grow exponentially, Top 5 and the Jungle Bloods developed a subset crew called the Go Get Them Gang, aka the GGs. Alongside Top 5, notable GG members include Flipper, G41, 100, and Money Boy. They would often threaten anyone who dissed Foolish after he passed, even going as far as posting the threats blatantly on social media, but even that didn't stop rivals from dissing Foolish. Most of these insults, however, came from one particular crew, known as the Falstaff Crips. Located on the corner of Jane Street and Falstaff Avenue sits 3 buildings nicknamed 234. The name comes from the first numbers of each building unit, that being 20, 30, and 40 Falstaff. The infamous Falstaff Crips, a territorial street gang, are believed to have been founded here in the mid to late 1990s. Toronto police claim active members of this gang trafficked various drugs at a street level and had a high propensity for violence. The Falstaff Crips gained an absurd amount of enemies since its conception, with storied rivalries with gangs in Rexdale and both the north and south side of Jane and Finch. This caused the 3 buildings to become what news articles refer to as a shooting range. By May of 2010, police made 71 arrests during pre-dawn raids in the GTA and Ottawa area as part of an investigation called Project Corral, which targeted the Falstaff Crips. During the raids, police seized 19 firearms, an alarming amount of drugs, diamonds, body armor, and even luxury motor vehicles. Since the mass arrests of the Falstaff OGs, many of the younger kids from the 234 block began taking part in the politics that came with their neighborhood. One of them was 16-year-old Hanad Ali. Raised in one of the 3 subsidized buildings, Hanad, better known as Clutch, had aspirations of becoming a rapper. He was closely associated with some of the local talent, including 9 and LO, both of which have heavy affiliations with the Falstaff Crips. On a Snapchat account owned by Clutch, a disturbing video was posted to his story showing what appears to be him, with a Shoppers Drug Mart bag over his head, and the song, Problems by 9, playing in the background.
Up in them blocks, boy, you know it's a problem. Cause he hold my pants up on my dick like a condom. It's been like 30 minutes of fuck, finally caught him. I shoot my shot up, headshots kill up.
This was a direct diss towards Foolish, who, as you all remember, was shot in a Shoppers Drug Mart parking lot. It is unknown when the video was released, but what is known is that Clutch's lapse in judgment would prove to be fatal.
The people killed my son. They don't have to hide themselves. They has to come up. You know, there has to be a man.
The mother of a murdered 16-year-old Hanad Abdullahi appeals for the murderer to turn themselves in. Good afternoon. Abdullahi is the 2nd son to be a victim of gun violence. His mother's appeal.
Second one, damn, son. It's my team.
August 1st, 2019. After spending the day playing video games with a friend, Clutch would make his way back to his apartment at 30 Falstaff. As he made his way up the staircase of the building, one vehicle carrying 3 gunmen would pull up, make their way to the staircase Clutch was walking up, and fired 10 shots at him. The gunmen would take off immediately, while it would take nearly 30 minutes for a 911 call to be made. By the time paramedics would arrive, Clutch had already passed. His murder is unsolved to this day. Now most are probably assuming Top 5 and the GGs went straight to dissing Clutch, But they didn't, because 1 month prior to the incident, Top 5 led officers on a car chase across jungle after he was caught driving erratically. It ended with him escaping after a brief foot chase, but a warrant was placed for his arrest, and he was subsequently captured and charged with several offenses, including 2 counts of dangerous operation of a vehicle. He remained inactive for nearly 4 months after his arrest until November 23rd, when he would post a clip of him at Yorkdale Mall pressing New York-based rapper Little TJ, who was in Toronto for a show.
TJ, walk on! Fard right here! Fard! Fard! Them GG's got you! Fard! Fard, you fucking goof! Come to the corner, then! Stop doing it for the camera! Come to the corner! Come to the corner! Come!
Niggas know how the fuck we rock. Niggas know how we rockin'. Toronto's, go get them gang runs and sticks. You gotta check in. When you come around Europe now, and you think that left off the Varna, this is the nigga you gotta check in with. Yeah. Or you gonna see some demons at your fucking head top. My nigga Lil TJ, I swear to God, go live in York though. On my bro Foolish, you'll die right now. Goof. I'm calling that hit. Yo, he goes live.
I remember this shit too. Academics had posted this shit, and I was like, these niggas in Toronto talking crazy. Nigga did my homework, nigga. Them niggas would have killed Lil TJ ass. He would have came around them ass going live, nigga. Bro, them niggas would have killed Lil TJ. Nah, Lil TJ, man of steel. Pause. That nigga done took hella bullets. And we hit the 5 hour mark, man. What the fuck is going on, man? You're mad. We hit the 5 hours.
On my bro Foolish, you'll die right now.
One day.
Goof. I'm calling that hit. Yo, he goes live on New York to kill him in the mall. In the fucking mall. 40 bags. No. $300. He's not worth it. He's an op pack. He's Bush.
Bush.
You know what? Let's play this game right now. Lil TJ is gangster, right? Go live on this. Go live. Go Insta live in York the Mall. You're dying. You're dying. I'm coming. I'll get the burner. Bro, C doesn't have to bring the burner. I have the burner now.
We gon' do some more, just some more. Even though we gon' do some more, just some more.
Just 2 days after the Little TJ debacle, Top 5 would release his highly controversial song, Drill Some More, featuring fellow GGG member Flippa. The song, littered with bars about catching bodies and taunting rival gang members, which Top 5 insists is purely for entertainment purposes, showed a different side of the rising star. He was louder, harsher, and outright disrespectful, but as the days went on, the erratic Instagram live streams and songs about catching bodies were evidently a glimpse of what was to come.
The 22-year-old man gunned down near Bloor and Dundas yesterday is speaking out. With more, we're joined live by CB24's Brendan Gonez. Brendan.
Yeah, Jackie. Well, 22-year-old Jerome Bell was shot in the junction yesterday afternoon around 3:30, then transported to hospital, but later died in hospital. And I can tell you it has been a very difficult day for the family, still trying to make sense of what has occurred. Here's the bit of good news, though. They have received a lot of support on social media. There has also been a makeshift memorial started on Randolph Avenue. That is the location that Jerome was shot at. Here's a little bit about Jerome. He was one of 4 siblings. He was also an aspiring rapper. And according to his friends, he went by the nickname Murda. Now, we spoke with his sister.
With Flippa picking up 2 separate first-degree murder cases just 4 months after the release of his debut song, Top 5 and the GGs undoubtedly suffered a major blow, but that was all quickly forgotten as just 2 months later, Top 5 would see what some would regard as his first major L of his career.
Well, let's now focus on the situation in Toronto. Canada's largest city has gone under a 4-week lockdown, the second time since the pandemic
Groups
began.
are picketing outside the city legislature building in Toronto, protesting lockdown restrictions there. City leaders
I want to talk about what's happening in Toronto today because people did take to the streets demanding an end to restrictions meant to curb the COVID-19 infection rate.
The virus is a smokescreen. It's a hoax.
For Toronto, the start of 2020 not only came with the coronavirus, but also the longest continuous COVID-19 lockdown of any major city in the world. As this happened, one of the many trends that were created during that year were Instagram live shows such as Swizz Beatz and Timbaland's Versus and Tory Lanez Quarantine Radio. Well, for Toronto, the city was blessed with the DJ Snoopy show, which delivered quality moments like this.
Why you have to cuss me for me? You think I need to fucking block you? Who are you for me to block?
Who am I? Let me tell you.
Who are you? Don't play no music. I'm talking.
You're now listening to DJ Snoopy,
Who are you
Canada's
for me
most
to block?
requested. You're now listening to DJ Snoopy,
Snoopy,
Canada's
you know
most
me.
requested.
I came to your yard before.
Who are you?
Snoopy. Listen, if she wants to say she can fuck, what are you gonna say? That's why you're always on a hyper.
The show was originally meant for comedic purposes, but as the jokes went on, it got to a point where some people felt disrespected. One of them was Top5. You see, sometime after the arrest of Flippa, Snapchat videos were leaked showing Top5 during his teen years, possibly younger, dancing with a bra on. The clips went viral, with DJ Snoopy going on live immediately to mock Top5.
You say Top5 have a little video up on YouTube. I wear a bra. You guys are supporting a man that wears a bra?
Oh, nah. Damn, Top.
Bad man no dress like girl. Bad man no dress like girl. Bad man no dress like girl. Bad man no dress like girl.
Them man they are fish us.
Big up Snoopy, my nigga. You put the GGs. Okay, random. Everybody watching this. Do you want me to take your chain? Or give us 7 days to take your chain. I promise you the chain. You want a cookie? 7 days. Do it. Do you want to do this? 7 days. Count everybody. Everybody watching this. 7 days. Snoopy's not gonna have his chain. If you agree with me right now.
Is that chain he threw down the fucking toilet?
And killed him?
Hold on. Nigga said 7 days. 2 weeks.
7 days, Snoopy's not gonna have his chain. If you agree with me right now.
You
you
sound
think
so
we can
sad.
do it?
You want my chain?
You think we can do it?
Do you want to wear my
7-day challenge. Snoopy.
7-day
On
challenge.
my mother's life, I will shit on your chain. I'll put it on my chain.
Why do you want to read it? Yeah, I know if you sit on bad things.
I'll watch group chat right now. 7 days, Snoopy chain. His chain costs $2,500. I'll pay $10 for his chain. Go get it. Go
I'll
get
pay
it.
$10 for his chain. Go get it. They went and got that nigga chain. Fool. My son was wilding.
Chain costs $2,500. I'll pay $10 for his chain. Go get it. Go get his chain. It's over. It's over. I'm back.
Bad man attack bad life, dog.
Pedro activated.
Listen.
1 week later.
Something told me not to wear my chains to the mall today. Luckily I didn't. Someone went and got my pendant, man. They got my brother's pendant. So whoever has my brother's pendant, I hope my brother haunts you guys for the rest of your life.
Free Top 5, nigga!
1 week.
Oh, 1 week later. 1 week later.
I'm back.
Bad man attack bad life, dog.
Pedro activated.
Listen.
1 week later.
Something told me not to wear my chains to the mall today.
Now that's
Luckily
crazy.
I didn't. Someone went and got my pendant, man.
That's crazy.
They got my brother's pendant.
Please, man,
So whoever has my brother's pendant, I hope my brother haunts you guys for the rest of your life.
Okay, we're at 2,000. Oh, let me screenshot. Hold on. Put this in. Somebody's gonna screen record this. Okay. It flushed! It flushed! We flushed this chain! It's big! It's big!
We flushed the chain.
We flushed. Yo, Mayu, go to New Jersey. You should have went to Frankie or Rock City or Kalani. I don't know where you got that fucking shit. Flush that shit. Let's go, yo. Anytime DJ Stupid's outside, take another chain. Yo, fucking twerk.
Nah, that shit went
Danger activated.
Right under.
2020 was clearly off to a hot start for Top 5 and the GGs, but the chaos still wasn't over, as 2 months after the chain-snatching incident, Top 5 would pull his wildest stunt to date, making headlines across the city. Top 5 certainly didn't win many fans this particular day when he brought several lanes of Highway 401 to a standstill just to film a music video. Highway 401 is North America's busiest highway, surpassing both the Santa Monica Freeway in Los Angeles and the Atlanta stretch of Interstate 75 in both volume and average daily traffic. Serving as the backdrop for Top 5's freeway performance was the infamous Falstaff Towers, which was the scene of a gunfight just a few days prior to filming. Constable Lauren Ball of Ontario's provincial police told reporters, "It's never a wise idea to impede traffic on any roadway, especially Canada's busiest highway." Top 5 was subsequently charged with mischief by the Ontario Provincial Police for the stunt.
I ain't trying to make a TikTok.
When it came to capturing the moment, Top 5 clearly did it the best. Just 3 days after making headlines across Toronto for the highway stunt, he would drop the song Steppers, featuring 3M French. It broke 100,000 views overnight, but what really caught the eye of the scene was the song he would release just 2 months later. Sitting at almost 4 million views, Heard of Me sent shock waves throughout the scene as many felt it was a diss track towards fallen Regent Park rapper Smoke Dogg. Top 5 wasn't fazed by the backlash. Instead, he fed off it. Soon after the release of Heard of Me, he would go on an Instagram live escapade, trolling any and everybody. His live streams initially became a place where thousands would go to for a couple quick laughs, with some even calling him the 6ix9ine of Toronto, who at the time was locked up on racketeering charges. But as his live stream numbers skyrocketed, many people from outside of the city started to catch wind of his antics, one of them being DJ Academics. The day after Christmas, Academics would go on to host a live stream filled with all sorts of Toronto-based influencers, including Top 5, but due to his lack of knowledge of the scene, he added one of Top 5's many rivals to the call, resulting in one hell of a show.
I'm not gonna lie, you're a real funny guy.
Oh, Doobie!
My nigga, I'm out here, my nigga. Where I come from?
Hey, you're out here today. No social media shit today, huh?
I've been out here all fucking year, fam.
Doobie locked up for a body right now, too. Full wide. That's Top 5 out. My nigga Doobie.
I'm not gonna lie, you're a real funny guy.
My nigga, I'm out here, my nigga. Where I come from?
Hey, you're out here today. No social media shit today, huh?
I've been out here all fucking year, fam.
Yeah, listen. Yo, listen. When I come off of this, I want you to snitch on social media like how you always do, you right?
What do you snitch? What do you mean snitch?
You're
Yo, my nigga, go
snitch,
shot
kid.
a man for your Legos, my nigga.
You're a snitch, kid.
You got a Legos, fam.
You're a snitch. Your bro died off of a Legos. What the fuck?
JJ just got packed.
Your bro died off of a Legos. That guy is not a soldier. I'm telling you. Yo, listen. He's not a soldier. How could he die off of a Legos?
Throughout the remainder of the live stream, which was filled with thousands of viewers, both Top 5 and Southside Jane and Finch-based rapper Duvet would engage in a heated back and forth. Both rappers have been at odds for years, but during the live stream it seemed to have reached its boiling point, with both rappers mocking each other's dead family and friends. Although this may have not been the way he wanted to end the historic year, Top 5 undoubtedly made a statement in 2020, with some regarding it as the year of the man himself. Top 5 amassed millions of views on multiple videos while garnering hundreds of thousands of fans from around the world. With not only his hits, but his impulsive yet calculated social media stunts, Top 5 broke the international barrier, which only a few in Toronto were able to accomplish. But heading into 2021, he would take the internet antics to a whole other level.
Yo, what's up, Cap? You see this? Hold on, I think it's Boot. But it's dancing low key. ST and fucking Brady. The man told Moneyboy. Let me play what he told Moneyboy.
You got McChicken in there? You guys, don't say a word. You personally come get it. I'm gonna give it to you personally. Don't send no bitch. This is man-to-man shit. Nah, you think I'm fried?
Fried? What are you talking about, fam? I wouldn't have called you, fam.
You wanna give it back? I have a shorty.
If you want to give it back, I have a shorty. Hold on, we trying to send our scud after us here. Yo, my nigga, SDM Brady. SDM Brady, you are gay. Dante, boy. Yo, shout out G41, G41. G41. Don't make me send G41.
Chroma beat me in an arm wrestle. Who you kidding? What arm wrestle? That bitch is a bitch. She gave Money Man these guys my old address after I already left. Are you an idiot? What a nerd. Who does that? Who gives the address after someone leaves? You are a bird, bitch. That's why you're lucky we didn't. You're lucky they didn't kill you because I had a little love for you, dumb bitch. Money Man, you are a bird. Are you okay? Did you heal up okay? You fucking nigga, you got shot trying to get close to me. My shooters will go for you. If you ever come close to me, ever. You are a bitch. A bitch kid. The next guy shoots at the building. Chroma's had to pay building damages. That's what she started her OnlyFans, to pay her mom back 10 bands. Let's be honest. What do you guys want from my life, bro?
From chain snatchings to apparent shootouts, the GGs got active early, but even with multiple rappers from around the city publicly accusing them of committing such heinous acts, some still weren't hesitant to call them out. One of them was Falstaff-based rapper, 9. On January 30th, 9 would diss Foolish by posting a picture of a shopper's Drug Mart shopping bag. Less than 24 hours later, the following would occur. On the evening of January 31st, 20-year-old Hashim Hashi returned home from dinner and was attempting to enter his apartment building's underground parking garage at 40 Falstaff. A vehicle then approached Hashi from behind, while a gunman jumped out the front passenger door. He ran towards Hashi's vehicle and shot him multiple times, killing him instantly. The suspect ran back into the vehicle, which was later found roughly 10 kilometers away from the scene of the shooting, burning in Earl Bales Park. Hashim was not involved in any gang activity. He was a second-year student studying accounting at Humber College while working part-time at Pearson Airport. He had a promising future, and he was a very well-respected young man. About 2 weeks after the shooting, Toronto police arrested 2 people in connection with the killing. 24-year-old Emmanuel Missa, aka Moneyman GGG, was arrested on February 12th and charged with accessory after the fact to murder and failing to comply with recognizance. The next day, Top5 was arrested in Windsor and charged with accessory after the fact to murder and failing to comply with probation relating to his driving charges. At the time of his arrest, he was found with a quantity of heroin and fentanyl and subsequently charged with a variety of drug trafficking offenses as well. He would spend no more than a month in jail before his sureties posted $70,000 bail the next month, but under the condition he wear a GPS electronic ankle bracelet and he stays off social media. At his bail hearing, however, Toronto police noted his inflammatory social media posts have provoked real-world feuds and insisted he shouldn't have been let out on bail as he was at high risk of fleeing the country. Well, fast forward 2 months later, when Top5 learned his charge was going to be upgraded from accessory to first-degree murder, he cut the GPS ankle bracelet, posted it on social media, and fled his residence. Authorities believed he used false travel documents to enter the United States, but still were unable to pinpoint his exact location. Well, that is until he made his return to social media just a week after making his escape. With the start of his race from the law beginning in April, throughout the course of the next 3 months, Top5 continued to post on social media without hesitation, even dropping pictures, alluding to the fact he was still in Toronto. Well, he wasn't. He was actually in Los Angeles, where he frequented studios, clubs, and filmed music videos for his new album, Pedro Activated. Judging by the track list, it seems he made the most out of his time on the run, even dropping a song that some would regard as Toronto's most ruthless diss track.
That nigga slipping, shot him in the back. And when I'm in the staff, I'm off that clutch back. And when I'm
From Duvey's fallen friend Uvi to Falstaff affiliate Clutch, nobody was off limits. The diss track, now sitting at more than 3 million views, broke 100,000 in less than a day. Not one to pass any opportunity to diss a rival, living or dead. Top 5 then posted a graphic crime scene video of Uvi's bloodied body to his Instagram, urging Duvey to quote-unquote, "Go pick your mans up." And if that wasn't enough, Top 5 and his new friends had a few words for Clutch and even the mayor of Toronto.
Draco, what are we smoking on?
Some clutch.
Draco! RP Draco. Yo, Draco, what we smoking on? Clutch. Draco is a gangster too. RP Draco.
Draco, what are we smoking on?
Some clutch.
Clutch. RP my nigga Draco. I fuck with Draco, man. Damn. I didn't want to.
Beef from YG, right?
Yeah.
Draco, what are we smoking on?
Some clutch.
Hey, where the fuck's John Tory? When I still want to have my fucking dinner with you, little. Like, the fuck, you taking me on this joke? Toronto's fucking mine. All you bloods, look. Look, Toronto's fucking mine. I'm in the studio working on this fucking album. We're working. Hennessy. John Tory. Henny and pussy when you're around me. Put the Henny, hold on. I don't even drink, but it's for John Tory. Yo, John Tory, the cup's waiting for you. Link up. You guys trying to frame me, so I'm going to show how goofy you guys are. Fam, they won't give me a badge. The niggas with badges are trying to come for me. They're trying to arrest me. They're framing me.
Oh, the guys with badges.
Yeah, they're framing me, and then they want to make me. They make me look like an animal, a tiger for the internet. I'm not no fucking tiger. I have a fucking family. Takashi vibes. How I got arrested? You know, listen. I would never snitch because there's nothing to snitch about, and I'll never ever be a snitch. I'm not part of no crimes, nothing. I'm not with the shits. Everything you guys see is cap. The only thing real is Clutch dead. Clutch is talking to God right now, telling him how I'm a piece of shit.
Top 5's race lasted for nearly 7 months before the law caught up to him. On October 7th, he made his way to a Burger King in the Los Angeles area, and while there, officers from multiple enforcement agencies stormed the fast food establishment and arrested him at gunpoint. When speaking to him, he told me that he remembered what they did to George Floyd and simply surrendered without hesitation. He spent the next 4 months in an LA jail before he was extradited back to Toronto in February of 2022. He was transferred to Sudbury Jail soon after his arrival, where he spends the majority of his time praying. I think it's safe to say Top 5 has cemented himself as a legend in Toronto's rap game. He's had a crazy career full of ups and downs, but has always stayed true to himself, which is what has helped him stay relevant for all these years.
Yes. That's it, y'all. It's 5 hours, man. 5 hours and 30 minutes. God damn, we got 30 seconds in this 30 minutes. We're gonna wait that 30 seconds. I'm fried up right now. Nigga. Too high right now. Let me do that later, nigga. I'm high, nigga. I got to sit down, dude. I need to get some air. What the fuck is the music? Man, we ain't playing shit, man. We just too high. Cloud got my nigga fucked up, bro. Yo, this in 9 seconds though, man. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I'll be back on this shit tomorrow. We leaving too? Whatever you play in the house, nigga. I'm out.